Hi, I'm Steve Hassan, and this week's blog is sharing my first peer-reviewed journal article in Elsevier Journal. And as I write in the blog, it was the outgrowth of a talk that I gave at the 2017 International Congress for the Academy for Law and Mental Health. And it includes my first quantitative research study on control factors involved with destructive mind control groups. I'm very excited about this. I want a shout out to my colleague and research associate, Mansi Shah, and to thank all of you for participating, all of you who did participate in last year's online anonymous survey. It took time, but I really appreciate it. We had some very significant results. We're running another study right now. We're going to be doing more studies, and all I can ask is to please consider sharing with other people, other former members, but also we're looking for people who are never in a cult as well, which will bolster our scientific validity. And it's very exciting. We have trafficking, terrorist groups. We've used Lifton, Singer, Alan Shefflin, law professor emeritus's social influence model, which I think is going to be the framework in legal systems worldwide for evaluating undue influence, and essentially looking at the influencee and their unique vulnerabilities, whether they're age or breakup of a relationship, death of a loved one, illness, moving to a new city, state, or country, whether they're high hypnotizable, other variables, looking at the influencer or the predator or the predatory organization and their characteristics, typically deceptive, narcissistic, lack of empathy, sociopathic, and then specific techniques of influence, utilizing Lifton, utilizing my bite model. And we're hoping this research will spur other academics, more research, to continue to refine our models to more adequately reflect what's really going on when people are being unduly influenced. In the past, the 500-year term undue influence has mostly been defining wills and testamentary capacity, meaning people who are elderly may get taken over by a caretaker and sign documents that give the caretaker their wealth as opposed to the children and the rightful heirs. And our goal is to expand that understanding of undue influence to include hypnosis, for example, and sleep deprivation and privacy deprivation and information control and phobia programming. One very significant piece of our research, this preliminary research, was just how important fear of exit cost was in terms of the controlling mechanisms. Whether the fear is real, like we will come out after you if you ever leave and we will kill you or we will kill your loved ones, what pimps do and extremist cults do, to phobias, the irrational fears, as was put in my head back in the 70s, that I would be possessed by evil spirits and Satan and lose my salvation and my relationship with God. So this fear of exit cost is a very important concept for people to focus in on, I think, as well as, in my opinion, the deceptive recruitment in the first place, because I don't think any sane person would ever volunteer to be abused and exploited. And then, of course, there are large numbers of people who are born into abusive families and into destructive cults. And but the good news is many people wake up and get out. So thanks very much for listening, and check out the blog and the links, and the article is free to download from Science Direct till the end of May. Please do so, and share this widely. And when you encounter cult members who say that there's no research, then there's no proof that brainwashing or mind control exists, this article is one piece of evidence that says, no, actually there is some basis to be scientifically valid to bolster the case that, in fact, undue influence does exist. Thanks very much. Bye.